So let's say you want to add some icons to your website, something like this. Maybe you want to add your Facebook, Instagram, MySpace icons so that people can get to your social media accounts from your website. Now, that's a fairly normal request. Lots of people have these kind of icons on their website. So if you want to do this, maybe you're thinking that you might use some library like Font Awesome. Now, Font Awesome has all these icons and it's really easy to get set up with it. Basically, I have the code over here. You just paste in their code and you put in these little icons. Now, that's what I did before and it definitely works. As you can see, we got 3 icons right here. But the problem with that is, well, I guess I'll show you. Let me reload this page and let me show you just how much stuff is downloaded just to get these 3 icons right here. Okay, so in order to get just these 3 icons, we had to download over 500 kilobytes of JavaScript to get these. And this is the recommended way that Font Awesome does it. I'm not pulling any tricks here. This is how they want you to set it up. And to get just these 3 little icons, this is everything that you need. So we're downloading 5 files of JavaScript, and it took about a second just to load this very basic page that has nothing but just HTML and a small amount of CSS in it. So, I mean, when you're building a website, every single byte counts. You don't, or I don't know about you, but I don't want my visitors to have to download all this JavaScript. So I wanted to find an easier way to do this without having to use so much bandwidth. And if you look inside the code, I wanted to know what Font Awesome was doing behind the scenes. So if you just inspect element in this, what is this doing? So it's just taking this little icon tag that we added from Font Awesome. All it's doing is commenting that out and then replacing it with this SVG right here. And so this is everything that there is to the icon. It's just this SVG code. And I was thinking, okay, why do I need Font Awesome for that? Why can't I just put in the SVG code myself? And the answer is, you can. So let me show you an easier way to do this without all of the Font Awesome bloat or loading some other external library, something like that. Because we don't need to download all these icons and all this JavaScript. We just need these 3 icons, that's it. So what I do is, let me just delete all this. We don't need this. Let me just put in the names of these. This is just what I'm setting up for my personal website. I'm just using HTML and CSS for this, nothing crazy, no React frameworks or anything. So let me reload this. We just have these 3, and what I'm going to use instead, I'm not going to use this iconify design, but I'm going to use the website. So you can go to iconify.design. So this is another framework. They want you to use their JavaScript code instead of Font Awesome's JavaScript code, but let me show you what we can do instead. So let's say I want to get this RSS icon right here. What I can do is search that up here. So Iconify kind of gets icons from a whole bunch of different icon sets. They got Google Material icons, Font Awesome in here, a whole bunch of other things, Ant Design, I don't know. I haven't even heard of most of these. But you have all these different options for icons. So what I just want to use the Font Awesome icons. I kind of like how they look. So what you can do is click this, and then instead of using their code, we can grab the actual SVG and just copy this. So this is basically the same code that Font Awesome was giving us, and we can just copy and paste this in here. Now this gives you some stuff that you don't really need. I'm going to delete all this. The only 4 attributes you really need in here is this, which is basically just telling it it's an SVG, render it as an SVG, and the width, and the height, and the view box. And it also has this fill color right here. I want to add my own color to it later, so I'm just going to delete that. So once you have all that done, let's reload this, and yeah, we have an RSS icon. No need to load in a bunch of JavaScript for that. It's just the same code that Font Awesome put inside my web page without all the JavaScript. So that's pretty easy. And we can do that with the other ones as well. And this is pretty easy to work with. So if you want to change the font size for this, you can change it like that, reload this, and yeah, It changes the SVG size as well if you just use the font size. And if you want to change the color of it, the only difference is you don't use the color attribute, you would use the fill attribute. So let's say we want SVG fill to be AAA, so some gray. Reload that, and now it's gray. And so I'm just going to go in and load the rest of these. Grab the GitHub one. Okay, so I got all these icons loaded in here, and they're basically good to go. I don't really need to do much else to them. I do add a little bit of CSS. As you can see, the list item is a little bit bigger than the actual SVG icon. So what I do to fix that is I just render the SVG as blocks with display block. And now, let me reload this. Now they're the same size. Okay. And they're not all the same size, so they might not be vertically centered. So what I do is I just use Flexbox to center them vertically. And that's all you need to do for that. And the only thing you're missing here is that they're just icons. If you're using a screen reader, it's not going to actually display what these icons are called. So to make it a bit more accessible, when we add like an anchor tag, let's say we're going to youtube.com, we can wrap that. With this A tag, what we can do is we can add an ARIA label and then just say go to my YouTube. So now when the screen reader comes across this, it'll read it correctly instead of just skipping over this, you know, to make it more accessible. So that's basically all I wanted to show you. And as you can see, this is going to be a lot faster. Let me just reload this. Instead of taking 1 second to load, it's taking 83 milliseconds, and we're just using 4 kilobytes instead of over 500 kilobytes of JavaScript, which I don't need to tell you is really slow. So that's what I use to make my website a little bit faster, a little less bloated, and it's just a simple way to do it. It might look a little bit ugly to have all this text in here, but I much prefer to have that rather than loading in some library that I don't even need. So that's how I do it. Hopefully that helped you, and leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you liked it. I'll be putting out more cool HTML kind of tricks like this, I guess. Alright, bye for now.